boxing news.
Okay, we'll start with this. It's fight week. It's fight week for Chantel Cameron, who will be making her Queensberry Promotions debut this weekend opposite the ring. France's own Mekhaled. Both fighters 33 years old. Chantel is 18-1, whereas Elham is 17-2. About the same number of fights, same age, 33 years old. Chantel is a bit bigger, naturally bigger than Elham Mekhaled, sturdier and a more authoritative puncher than Elham Mekhaled. This is for a WBC interim title. WBC interim title at super lightweight. That would theoretically line up the winner of this fight for the winner of Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano 2. Set to go down later on this year on the undercard of Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Chantel is going to win. I think Chantel is going to win. Elham Mekhaled is a solid fighter. Good all around, but she's lacking punching power. She can make you work, but she's not big on power. Doesn't have Chantel Cameron's ceiling level of talent or same level of experience. So Chantel Cameron on points is the likely outcome if she doesn't stop her. If she does, I'd be impressed, as Elham has never been stopped. She's never been knocked out. She's been in there with Delphine Persoon. She's been in there with Alicia Baumgartner. They didn't knock her out. So if Chantel Cameron does, that would be impressive. This will be Chantel Cameron's first fight as a Queensberry Promotions fighter, and even now, I don't know how that's going to pan out for her. You left Matchroom for Queensberry when Matchroom has more to offer you than Queensberry in terms of opponent options and potential fights. Big ones, like perhaps a Katie Taylor trilogy or settling affairs with Sandy Ryan. That Matchroom has more of the names you need, given where you campaign, and yet you went to Queensberry. Now, they made this Elham Mekhaled fight, and it's a solid little fight in and of itself. It's solid. Elham's coming off of 2 consecutive victories. She fought 2 times last year, and she's already seen action once, at least once, this one, back in May. So Elham Mekhaled ain't got no ring rust to shake off, whereas Chantel, when last we saw Chantel, it was in November of last year when she dropped a decision to Katie Taylor in what was their rematch. So Chantel's coming off a loss, and she's on the bounce. New promotional outfit, breaking in a new corner. Lest we forget, she's not with Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis anymore. She's going to be fighting out of the Steel City Gym in Sheffield from here on out. Curious to see what additions or improvements, if any, Chantel is going to display. It's a night of firsts. First fight under the Queensberry Promotions banner, and a first fight with a new corner. That breaks down. I expect that Chantel Cameron will be the aggressor in this fight. I expect that it's going to be Chantel pressing the issue as Elham Mekhaled tries to box around her. Elham is pretty good. As stated, she's not big on power, but she is durable. She can take a punch. But what I would like to see from Chantel Cameron is that mean and spiteful Chantel Cameron of old, digging to the body and pushing for a knockout, pressing for a stoppage. I'd be thoroughly impressed if Chantel could stop Elham Mekhaled this weekend. It's been a while since Chantel knocked somebody out. You figure that because she's naturally bigger and punches harder than Elham, you want to leave an impression, you want to make a splash. Knockout's a good way to do that. So I anticipate that Chantel Cameron is going to win this weekend, though what she does with the remainder of the time and the remainder of this year is a mystery, because Katie Taylor's spoken for. She's going to be fighting Amanda Serrano for the second time later on this year. Neither one of those fighters are going to be available to Chantel. So if Chantel's fighting once over the summer months, who's she going to fight in the fall? Who's she going to fight in the winter? Maybe they can get her Michaela Mayer. Yeah, maybe they can. Frank's got a good relationship with Bob. Michaela Mayer doesn't seem to be busy with anything. That'd be a decent-sized fight. We'll see. In men's lightweight news, James J. Prince, who's handled the career of Shakur Stevenson for as long as I can remember, posted the viewing figures for his previous fight with Artem Hadatunian as a response to those who would criticize Shakur. But the viewing figures were good. It did bring in over 1 million views on ESPN Linear. That's not even counting whatever it brought in on ESPN Plus. For anyone saying that Shakur Stevenson is a boring fighter that nobody wants to watch, a lot of people watched him, but that doesn't mean that those people that watched him, that doesn't mean that they weren't bored. They told you after the fight they were bored. On social media, in the arena, you saw people getting up and leaving before the contest was over. What says I'm done here because I'm bored? more than that.
I think Team Stevenson has been handling us all wrong.
Jay Prince stated, "Let the haters say that he's boring and nobody wants to watch him. Sorry to tell you, it's just a select few of you haters. As you can see, there's proof that he has the #1 ratings of any fight on ESPN this year and the top 3 ratings since 2022. And to all of you haters who want to escalate that hate outside of the ring, I'm Shakur's manager, and I'll handle all his business outside of the ring. In other words, Cam and Mase, I will fade all his shots and take all bets."
Is that a threat?
Not sure. I don't know what he means. Now, word has gone back to Mason Betta and Cameron Giles that Jay Prince is going to be fading all shots and taking all bets. This was their reaction.
And I'm going to tell you another thing. When you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real. All that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Niggas would tell me, Mase, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, yo, Mase, listen. Around here, we don't send niggas to do nothing for us. We don't pay niggas to handle our problems. You got to put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you were supposed to tell them. You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission. Nah, this is where the game got messed up. When young niggas started sending old niggas out, and just because this little ignorant nigga got a few dollars, he make all of you that's supposed to be real run after his mission. This is a problem, Jay Prince. And I'm going to tell you like this. If you're 60 years old and you trying to be a street nigga, you failed. You failed. I'm telling you this. And I stand, my name is Mase. I stand by this message.
Between the things that Shakur Stevenson has already said and what James J. Prince seems to be implying with his response.
Are you trying to tell people how they should feel? You're trying to dictate to them whether or not they should be bored?
If they can be, and if they are, you're gonna do what?
What?
If they're vocal about it.
There's gonna be gunplay because they were bored at a boxing match?
Are you serious? This whole thing is centered around Shakur Stevenson not being able to take criticism. You understand that? That this is all about a young guy
With a big head.
can't take criticism. And when you respond in the fashion that Jay Prince has responded, you're enabling his behavior. He's the one in the wrong, not them. There's nothing written anywhere that says they have to enjoy the way your fighter fights. You can't gatekeep other people's reactions and preferences to what is a spectator sport. That's what they are, spectators. They don't have to be boxers themselves.
Or run it by you.
But you think you can dictate to them how they should feel.
Mase said it exactly like, you 60, nigga. You 60. What are you talking about? What are you, bro? I lost mad respect for you because I used to have mad respect for you. When you had Shakur with you, when you line Young Boy NBA up, why the got Shakur with you? And this is why he acting like that. This is exactly why he acting like that. Talking about you got Young Boy NBA umbrellas and his keys to his car. Young Boy NBA told y'all niggas eat a dick. This is what he said. This is what Young Boy NBA said. Whack 100 was the most disrespectful. Wild disrespectful. I ain't even gonna repeat the shit Whack 100 said. Mad disrespectful. Drake is beefing with Kendrick Lamar as we speak. Wop, 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 wop. I have not heard, this is the first time Drake got into some shit and I hear you say shit to Kendrick Lamar now. Why do you think that you could tell us what we can and cannot say, my nigga? Control your nigga. Control that nigga. Ain't nobody gonna tell a nigga, get the strap, and then we gonna sit there and be like, hey, I think we should shut up. Nah, nigga. This is not 1982, bro. You cannot sit here and tell niggas get the strap and then niggas be quiet. Nobody know that part because our shit just be going viral. You bugging. You bugging, James. You bugging, my nigga. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know what bet you talking about or all that other slang then. Bet it. Whatever bet you talking about, bet it. I don't know what bet it. Bet it.
I don't expect Shakur or Jay Prince to like people's reactions or like what they were saying any more than I expect people to tailor their reactions and what they're saying to spare their feelings.
The world doesn't work like that.
You're gonna bully people, threaten people into saying they were entertained when they weren't. This happens. This happens even among boxing fans. They'll call you a casual if you don't like these finesse fighters.
Your boxers.
Who historically have never been all that popular. That you don't know shit about boxing unless you're having a great time.
Well, I don't need to know if Harry Greb used premium or unleaded to know that I was bored.
How much ketchup Sandy Sadler takes on his hot dog to know I was bored. That was boring.
They're not the only ones saying it.
That's not even the first time that happened. It happened in the Nicotila fight, like it happened in the Edwin De Los Santos fight, like it happened more recently in the Artem Hadatunian fight.
It's a recurring theme.
Now, perhaps both Shakur and Jay Prince took exception to Cameron Giles and Mason Betha saying these things publicly because they themselves are well-known public figures. They figure it's even more bad press. It's worse.
But that's your fault.
Not theirs. And this is all centered around a young guy who can't handle criticism and is Hendler enabling that behavior.
Ignore it.
Safety first, fighters. If your whole thing is you want to leave the sport with your faculties intact, you don't want to take too much damage, you can do that. But it's a trade-off.
Take the good with the bad.
Floyd Mayweather did. How many people called Floyd Mayweather boring? And he's not the only one. It happens.
Take the good with the bad.
Arguing with these two guys ain't gonna change that this has been going on for going on 2 weeks now.
It's ridiculous.
You're the ones getting carried away, not the spectators in what is this spectator sport. You're the ones that are out of line trying to control what people should think or how
they react or what they should say.
You ain't the boss of them. What are you gonna do? Get into an argument with everybody ringside that might be falling asleep?
Leaving early?
Every man, woman, and podcaster that says, Shakur's good at what he does, but what he does, it's not very entertaining.
We're going to meet with Shakur and his team next week. We're going to have a sensible conversation. It's got to work for everybody. He's in a great position. He's probably one of the most talked about fighters in the world. Just done a big gate, just done the biggest number on ESPN. He's 27 years old. He's a 3-division world champion. He's pound for pound great. He's in demand. So, I think he's going to enjoy the process because I know he's coming to the meeting on Monday and I think he's going to enjoy learning about the business a little bit as well and understanding the right moves to make. And I think that, the key for him is to be able to make the big fights. I think that's the most important thing because what you don't want to do is be stuck in a situation where your activity is really great and I think it's so important. But at this stage in his career, he really wants the big fights, in my opinion. I mean, speak on his own behalf.
You're going to talk to everyone. We've seen Oscar De La Hoya come out with some comments saying that Shakur Stevenson, you won't get that Zepeda fight unless you sign with me. Why would you like to sign with Eddie Hearn? What does he do for you that Top Rank maybe didn't?
Honestly, I've been saying this. I done said this in multiple interviews. I done said this everywhere. I feel like Eddie Hearn is one of the best promoters in the game. I love the way that he do his job. And I would definitely love to be a part of the stable, but I definitely am going to talk to everybody else and see what's the best available option. But for sure, I think he's one of the best in the game.
So how does one reconcile all of the negative press that Shakur's last fight got with the growing desire for more than one promoter to sign him? That if he's that bad, why do 2-3 different promotional outfits want to sign him? Don't forget, Top Rank didn't cut him loose. They offered him an extension, just didn't want it.
Top Rank wanted to sign him. Golden Boy wants to sign him. Matchroom wants to sign him.
If he's that boring, why are so many people in a hurry to pick him up? And it's because, two things can be true at the same time. He's still a good fighter, a very good fighter. Throughout all of this, you never heard me say that Shakur isn't skilled. He's plenty skilled, that he's a good fighter, he's a very good fighter, and he's good at what he does. It's just what he does isn't always entertaining.
They want to pick him up because the legwork, the heavy lifting has already been done. Whether you like Shakur or not, people do know Shakur, and that's what's evident in the numbers, that usually when he fights, he's doing at or around 1 million views on ESPN.
And he can thank Top Rank and their promotion for that, because those kind of metrics, they don't happen on their own. It doesn't happen by itself. That's because of how they promoted you.
Top Rank likely wanted to re-sign him because they still have a few ideas for this fighter, some things they want to do, and they want to return on their investment because ever since he went pro, they've been invested in him.
Golden Boy Promotions might want to sign him because they don't have that many champions. They need the bodies. They know they can make that Williams Zepeda fight down the line. That's a decent-sized fight. That's why they would want to sign him. Eddie Hearn and Matchroom would want to sign him.
Stick it to Bob.
To stick it to Bob Arum in Top Rank, who alongside several others tried to belittle and berate Eddie Hearn's ability to promote shows in America.
So what's a bigger up yours than your fighter leaving your platform for mine?
And they might have a few ideas of their own about how this fighter should be promoted, some fights that they would try to make.
They might have some ideas of their own. Look at what they just did for Boots. Over 14,000 people in attendance to see him fight David Evanesian.
So maybe they got some ideas like that for Shakur they could put in motion. If he makes a commitment to them, they'll make a commitment to him.
Bottom line,
two things can be true at the same time. Shakur is still a quality operator. He's good at what he does, but what he does, it's not always entertaining. That the Artem Haratunian fight, yeah, it was boring.
But that doesn't mean you throw the whole fighter away.
You can still think of several intriguing matchups that would be intriguing and good-sized fights for Shakur. The Zepeda fight, the Tank Davis fight, upstairs at 140, a Teofimo Lopez fight.
Still fights to make.
The disconnect is the disproportionate reaction from Shakur, from his team, getting on a defensive, overly defensive, because some people were bored. Well, unfortunately for you guys, you can't help that.
No, you actually can. You could let your hands go more within a round. Sky did this past weekend.
I mean about what's already happened. The Artem Haratunian fight, it already took place. It already happened. People already reacted. You're beating a dead horse at this point.
You can't change that. You can only do better. Moving forward, you can only do better.
So do better. To where the next time we see you, people aren't leaving early. They're not complaining on Sunday morning about how bored they were. You don't have to argue with prominent rappers and public figures about how they should feel. That the next time you're under the hot lights, just do better.
Because this is ridiculous.
It's been far too hostile and combative with the general public that you're relying on to put the money in your pocket. Where do you think the money's supposed to come from?
Who do you expect to buy a ticket? Who do you expect to buy a pay-per-view? The people you're arguing with.
Draw more flies with honey. Take a break from social media. Focus on your craft and do better.